When you look in the mirror, what is the first flaw you see?
Probably like my posture and like my lankiness and like scoliosis kind of stuff.
The first flaw I see when I look in the mirror is my acne.
So the first physical flaw that I think I would see when I look in the mirror is I am not as physically fit as I'd like to be.
The first flaw I see when I look in a mirror is my lips. I hate them. I wish they were a lot bigger than they are.
When I look in the mirror, the first flaw I see is my ears.
The first flaw I see when I look in the mirror is my acne.
When I look at myself in the mirror, the first fault I see is my lack of hair.
When I look in the mirror, the first flaw I see is my height.
The first flaw I see is my double chin.
The first flaw I see is my nose.
One thing I would change about myself is my weight.
When I look in the mirror, the first flaw I see is a scar I have under my eye and right here. When I was 4 years old, I was bit by a dog.
There is nothing wrong with your body, but there is a lot wrong with the message which try to convince you otherwise.
Body image is a subjective picture or mental image of one's own body.
Everyone views Marilyn Monroe as a role model for perfection, but little does anyone know she's had rhinoplasty and had a chin implant to make her chin look unique.
Approximately 91% of women aren't happy with their bodies and resort to dieting to achieve their ideal body shape. Unfortunately, only 5% of women naturally possess the body type often portrayed by Americans in the media.
Twiggy, a model from the 1960s, was naturally really thin. Her body influenced society to take supplements and other substances to achieve the boyish look.
6 pounds lighter. Xenadrin really works.
Calometric way to weight control.
For you want to weigh zero? Presenting Slim Quick, the weight loss supplement.
So if you want to eat and lose fat, get RDX at your drugstore today.
Makeup is a harmful drug. Once you start using it, you feel ugly without it.
Did you know teens are now spending more time consuming digital media than sleeping?
Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram are the most used apps today. These apps allow people to share pictures of themselves. This is a good thing if used in the right way.
It indulges itself on perfection. Pictures and videos of incredibly thin girls are splattered across the social media, making young, vulnerable girls think they need to look like this too.
How does social media make you feel like you need to change?
Social media is big on like height, like oh you have 6 feet tall or taller, or it's like a no-go.
Looking at social media makes me feel like I need to lose so much weight.
Because of social media, it gives us the idea that we should be much more physically fit than we are.
Social media makes me feel like you have to fit the mold of like the perfect person, like skinny, long hair, perfect hair, makeup, that kind of stuff.
Social media makes me feel like I need to be more cut.
To fit into society, I would definitely have to have perfect skin.
To fit into society today, I wish I had bigger guns. I still have the guns, but I don't have any ammunition left.
Social media makes me feel like I have to live up to a certain standard and be like the perfect person.
Social media influences me to want to color my hair.
I think I don't need to fix my appearance to fit into society.
Social media does not have an effect on my body image.
Yeah, as an adult, social media really, it doesn't change who I am. I like to celebrate the positive in school and in my.
But 86% of the pictures people share aren't really what they look like.
There are many apps created to manipulate pictures, and Photoshop is the most popular.
% of girls in grades 1 to 3 want to be thinner. No 7-year-old should be self-conscious about their bodies. 78% of 17-year-old girls are unhappy with their bodies. 30% of high school girls and 16% of high school boys have eating disorders. Teenage girls are reportedly more afraid of gaining weight than getting cancer, losing their parents, or nuclear war.
If you could be anyone in this world, who would it be?
Zac Efron.
I could be anybody in this world. It'd be Beyonce.
If I could be anybody in the world, it would be Tom Brady. That way I could tell everyone to go screw, but I'd still be awesome.
If I could look like anyone, it would be Angelina Jolie.
If I could look like anybody, I would want to look like Channing Tatum.
If I could look like anyone in the world, it would be Selena Gomez.
The person I wish I really would look like would be Richard Gere, because my wife's in love with him, and I want her to be more in love with me.
If I could look like anybody, it would definitely be Selena Gomez.
If I could look like anybody, it would be Taylor Swift.
Kevin Hart.
Famous person that I admire would be Maya Angelou.
Yeah, I really didn't have anyone that I wanted to be.
So what do Barbie dolls teach children about the world? They teach children that it is desirable to be thin, white, and blonde. They may encourage children to strive for an unrealistic body image.
Research reveals that girls as young as 5 become concerned about their weight after viewing images of figures with unrealistic thin bodies. The first study of its kind had children look at Barbie dolls, which resulted to eating disorders and depression occurring at such a young age.
Outsiders think depression is just the feeling of sadness and wanting to die. What they really don't understand is how much more there is to it.
When a person can't help but to feel sad or emotional about something or multiple things, making everything else 1,000 times more stressful, making them feel hopeless or unimportant, making it feel like there's a giant physical weight keeping you from getting out of your bed every morning and opening your blind.
It is a consecutive feeling of being sad, hopeless, and feeling like there is a dark cloud always lingering over your head.
By my definition, depression is whenever your cognitive ability is suppressed by your thoughts and feelings. You struggle to get out of bed, you feel innately tired and sad always. Things just appear dismal to you and you start losing interest in the things you love. People will think you are overdramatic and lazy, but because I study psychology and I know this from my own experience, your mind literally can't help it, and sometimes it takes a little of rest and breaking, or a push from someone, or a positive word of encouragement.
Depression to me is the feeling of being alone. It's like a rain cloud is over my head every day following me. It's like you're in constant battle with yourself, and that's got to be one of the worst feelings ever. I have no interest in anything. Things I used to love doing I don't find enjoyment in anymore. I'd rather sit in my room alone in the dark than hang out with my friends. It's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
95% of those who have eating disorders are between the ages 12 to 25.
It doesn't get better, and you can hide all you want, but the only person you're hurting is yourself.
Demi became bulimic, and at age 11, secretly started self-mutilating her wrists.
Because I would eat and eat and eat and not feel satisfied, and that was a direct result of binging so much and puking.
When I binge, my brain blanks out. I have no control over what I'm doing, and it's hard to stop.
I was gone for 2 months with none of my parents, and it was just hard. And
after that, when I got out, I slowly started to recover, and then I went way back down again.
What is one thing you love about yourself?
I have pretty eyes.
Something I love about myself is how long my eyelashes are.
The thing I love about myself the most is my hands and my feet, because I've been told that they're really nice.
One thing I would change about myself is that I'm a very sociable person.
One thing I would never change about myself is my smile.
One thing I wouldn't change about me is my hair, and I'm Kanye West, so like, that says it all.
What I really love about myself is my glowing personality and my comical nature. I gotta be a jokester, I can't help it.
One thing I wouldn't change about my appearance is my eyes.
One thing I wouldn't change about myself is my eyes.
One thing I wouldn't change about myself is my height.
The one main thing I like about myself is the ability to be myself.
I would never change how much I love my students at Joseph Case High School.
Aww.
Oh.
Accept your body the way it is. You're unique and beautiful. You don't need to be a certain way. Be yourself.